few Xbox fans here today, is that right? Yeah? Lucky I'm in the right place then, that's great, thank you. So, hopefully, thanks for joining us here today for the next hour. We're going to talk a little bit about some awesome new hardware with the Xbox One X. We're going to talk about a range of exclusive games coming over the next 6 months or so. And then to finish up, we're going to be joined by the team from Monolith with a great Middle-earth Shadow of War demo as well. So thanks for taking the time. So let's start with hardware and Xbox One X. Now I've been on the Xbox business here in Australia for a while, and I remember about 3 years ago was the first time I was in a meeting at head office in Seattle where I heard about this new thing called Project Scorpio. And there were a whole bunch of engineers in the room talking about what would they really need from a technology perspective to usher in a new generation of true 4K gaming. And there was a whole bunch of terminology thrown around, and that's not really what I get the best, so had me feeling a little bit like Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
But I need a little bit of reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts that I understand.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts! Praise God! What the hell is a gigawatt?
So what the hell is a gigawatt, or in this case, what the hell is a teraflop? So as we talk about Xbox One X, it's a term you'll hear a bit. Well, teraflop is a unit of computing that represents 1 trillion floating point operations per second. How we calculate it is we take the individual amount of shader cores in the GPU, you multiply it by the clock speed, you multiply that by 2, you divide it by 1 million. Everyone got that? Everyone's good? Excellent. So fortunately, you don't need to remember that. What you need to remember is that we've got 6 teraflops in Xbox One X, and that means it's 40% more powerful than a PS4 Pro, it's 3 times more powerful than a PlayStation 4, and it's 6 times more powerful than a Nintendo Switch. But Xbox One X is more than just that 6 teraflops number. There's also 2.3 gigahertz CPU. There's a 12 gig of GDDR5 memory. And there's support for a technique called super sampling. But again, I might have lost a few people already. So what does that really mean? It means higher resolutions, so your games run at the best possible fidelity. It means smoother frame rates, so rock solid 60 frames per second. And it means faster load times. And if you're on a 1080p TV, not a 4K TV, you're still going to see benefits thanks to that technique called super sampling. So if you're someone who wants the best versions of games, Xbox One X is the console for you. Now this year, Xbox One X will join what we're calling the Xbox One family of devices. We're calling it the Xbox One family of devices along with Xbox One S here because all of your games will work across both consoles. All of your accessories will work across both consoles. But Xbox One X is designed to be the world's most powerful console. For gamers who really want to play the best versions of games on that world's most powerful console. If you haven't checked it out already, I do encourage you to stop by our Xbox booth. The vast majority of the booth is running on Xbox One X consoles. We have more consoles here at EB Expo than we had at E3 or Gamescom this year. So take the time to check out some of the awesome, Forza in particular, looks fantastic. But it's also joined by Xbox One X, which is intended to be for new console buyers, as well as people that are looking for the best value console in the market. All of those games will run across both consoles. We'll talk more about the games in a second. And you can continue to see some great offers on Xbox One S, like the Minecraft Limited Edition console, which was just out last week. Now, although each console is designed for slightly different audiences, there are some important similarities. First is they're both built for 4K. They both support 4K video streaming from the likes of Netflix. They both support 4K ultra high def Blu-ray players. which is important in a market like Australia where streaming can be hard for some people in some locations. So it's great to have the option of that ultra-high def Blu-ray disc drive. And they both support high dynamic range as well, show a broader colour gamut on the screen. But Xbox One is also designed for that true 4K gaming experience as well on the Xbox One X. Secondly, they're both powered by the fastest, most reliable gaming network in Xbox Live. Now, some of you may not know, but Xbox is the only platform that invests in a local server infrastructure here in Australia. And that's the reason why we continue to see time and time again, independent research finds that Xbox Live is the fastest and most reliable gaming service available. And thirdly, and I think most importantly, both Xbox Ones play a great lineup of games. Xbox is, I think, somewhat unique in that we really believe in offering the best games of the past, the present, and the future, all on one system. We're going to spend the rest of the time here talking about some of those games. So let's kind of push ahead to the future first. So we've now already announced over 130 games that will support Xbox One X and be what we call Xbox One X Enhanced. Now that'll take advantage of the increased horsepower to give you a better experience on the Xbox One X console. That'll be things like true 4K fidelity, high dynamic range, wide colour gamut, increased draw distances, smoother frame rates, Dolby Atmos support, as well as 4K game DVR and streaming support. Now let's go back to the classics. And we at Xbox really believe that games are an art form, just like books and movies and music. And you ought to be able to enjoy them forever. So Xbox One now plays more than 400 games via backward compatibility from Xbox 360. Titles like Red Dead Redemption, Skate 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and GTA 4 can all be played on Xbox One in full high fidelity on a modern platform. And we believe so much in preserving the classics of the past that at E3 we announced that's right, original Xbox games coming to backward compatibility on Xbox One. Now, does anyone here remember a little game called Crimson Skies? It's a whole bunch of years ago. Excellent. Well, what you're seeing here is a great example of our commitment to backward compatibility. We feel how this works on a modern platform. So what you have here is 3 generations of Xbox, 4 different Xbox consoles, all playing the same game together via Xbox Live on System Link. This is our commitment at Xbox, that you should be able to invest in a games library that spans generations. Now those 400 backward compatible titles join a growing list of over 100 Xbox One exclusives, from franchises such as Halo, Forza, Gears of War, to Timefall, Sunset Overdrive and Quantum Break and more. So over the next 6 to 8 months, we have a whole bunch of additional Xbox One exclusives coming. So now let's take the next little while and look at just 7 of those upcoming titles. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Xbox Category Manager, Aaron Younger.
Yeah, all right, you have to put up with my voice. I've lost it over the last couple of days just cheering way too much for Xbox and the EB staff that have been here with us. So anyway, for the next 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to take you through our lineup of games that is coming to Xbox this holiday and then also in 2018. First up, we're going to get things started with Forza Motorsport 7. Now, I'm sure there's some Forza fans out there. Yeah, some Forza fans? I don't think anybody didn't play Forza Horizon 3. That game was awesome. Anyway, Forza has made Xbox the home of racing. With this release, we're about to take it to an all-new level. Forza Motorsport 7 is the must-have game for Xbox One X this holiday. It's the ultimate automotive playset with over 700 Forza Vista cars and 30 racing environments, all with dynamic track conditions. Forza 7 is also going to have the best multiplayer and esports experiences via Xbox Live and the largest racing community in the world. In addition to everything that makes Forza the best racing franchise, this year it's coming to you in true 4K on the Xbox One X console. It's also going to be running at 60 frames a second with HDR support. No doubt this is Xbox One X's killer application. It's the must-have game for this holiday. Guys, you'll have the chance to play this on the booth if you make it down to the Xbox booth today and tomorrow. But for now, let's check out the launch trailer from Forza Motorsport 7. Right, Forza Motorsport 7. Alright, next up, it's winner winner chicken dinner time. Who doesn't know what PUBG is? Come on. This game is awesome. But it's just knocked Dota 2 off as having the most concurrent users of all time on Steam, with 1.5 million people playing around the world. PUBG is fast-paced, unbridled fun. If you aren't familiar with this title already, just imagine 100 players dropping into an arena to start things off with little more than their underpants. Players must scavenge, hide, fight to the death with weapons ranging from frying pans and sickles to fully automatic snipers and machine guns. As players begin to get picked off, the intensity builds and builds until there is only one player remaining, hence the term winner winner chicken dinner. I guess you could say it's a little bit like the Hunger Games, but no romance here. We're really excited to continue to work along the team at Bluehole and to bring this game to the Xbox One console this holiday first. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is also playable on our booth, so please make your way down there and give it a shot. But for now, let's take a look at a trailer from PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. too much fun. It's just too much fun. You guys make my job so easy. Next up, we got an indie darling that's just launched on the Xbox One and Windows 10 platforms. Yeah, Cuphead. Now, I went to write the intro for this game, but words really don't do this fast-paced, artistic masterpiece justice. It's got a seriously funky jazz soundtrack coupled with a fun run-and-gun platform style of gameplay. It's incredibly fun, but don't let its looks deceive you. This game is punishingly difficult. First thing you're going to notice with Cuphead is just how beautiful the art style is. This is because the studio is hand-drawn and lovingly crafted every image to ensure that the nostalgia permeates right throughout this entire game. Today, I've got a short trailer for you, but you can also play Cuphead on the Xbox booth this weekend. Let's check out Cuphead. So, as I said, the game's playable this weekend on the Xbox booth. Find a partner, team up, it's a hell of a lot of fun in co-op, and try it out. Speaking of platformers, I hope you all get the chance to come by and play Super Lucky's Tale this weekend. Previously released on the Oculus Rift, it is now making its way to Windows and Xbox this holiday. This is a traditional point-collecting platformer we haven't seen on the Xbox for a while. So when you think here, there's a lot of potential for families and for kids this holiday with Super Lucky's Tale. It'll launch on November 7th, just in time for the Xbox One X. It'll also be playable on the Windows 10 platform, and it'll be presented in beautiful 4K. Let's take a quick look at Super Lucky's Tale. We've pretty much got something for everybody this holiday. Super Lucky's headlines are one of our 4 family titles that are launching on the Xbox One this holiday. You'll see the return of Disneyland Adventures, Pixar Rush, and Zoo Tycoon, which have all been remastered to look and play best on the Xbox One X in 4K and HDR. So if this Christmas you're trying to find something that's suitable for the whole family, you can choose any one of these 4 titles that we've just talked about, or there's always Minecraft to look at as well. Xbox has really got something for everyone this holiday with our largest and most diverse lineup ever. Let's change things up. Next up, it's Crackdown. This is one of my all-time favorite franchises. I played this to death on the Xbox 360, and it's just a franchise that let you scale skyscrapers in your biologically enhanced suit, beat mobsters to a pulp with lampposts, and quite simply just blow everything up. It's great to see Crackdown 3 returning to its roots with David Jones spearheading the development. He was the original creator of Crackdown in the Grand Theft Auto series. And Crackdown 3 is going to be launching in 2018. It's going to be supporting 4K and HDR. And I think today we've got someone that really embodies Crackdown a lot more than I do. So let's have a listen to Terry Crews and Crackdown 3.
Motherfucker. They killed the power around the world. We're gonna light it back up because this is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. That's why we brought in you. You got the talent. Now you need the tactics. Today, you throw grenades. Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars. Forget dropping bombs. You're dropping buildings. Now it's time to get to work. Time to step up your That's my view. It's go time. Yeah, oh yeah. Welcome to the agency.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions. Made it to this position, and so my disposition. Not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast. I'm released. Ready to feast, calm and peace. I think I know number one. Just to keep it 100. Say what I want to take. So you have what you want. Are you a beast? You ready to feast? Are you a beast? Do you think you're number one? Say what I want to take. Show me how what you want. Some people never have trouble. That's why they don't know what the struggle is. I don't pay the cost, and they know the boss. Analyze my losses, they'll take it all. I'm a beast, now released. Ready to feast, beast, released. I think I know number one, just to keep it 100. Say what I want to take, so you know what you want. Are you a beast? Are you released? You ready to feast, or you a beast? Released. Do you think you're number one? Can you keep it 100? Are you a beast?
Terry Crews, easy, Crackdown 3. Wow. Next up, Sea of Thieves. Now, I'm sure there's some Rare fans in the audience. Definitely, yep. Anyway, these guys are known for making some of the most memorable game titles of all time. Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. Over the last 3 decades, we've seen Rare try their hand across a range of different genres and continue to deliver magic. Now they've set their sights on the high seas with this pirate-themed MMO. For those that don't know, Sea of Thieves is a title where you and your friends can join together, battle other players out in epic naval battles, rummage through skeleton-infested islands looking for treasure, or just get drunk with your friends so you can no longer see or walk straight in true pirate fashion. We've got a top 10 of Sea of Thieves coming up, so let's take a look at what the top 10 things are to do in Sea of Thieves.
In the world of Sea of Thieves, there are some things you can always depend on. The rising sun, the compass in your hand, the questionable taste of the local grog. Whereas in the world of the internet, the main thing you can depend on is finding a top 10 list for every situation. So let's throw one more onto the pile, with the top 10 things you need to know about Sea of Thieves. So far, number 1, it's the pirate game you've always wanted. Well, we hope so. We want to evoke that quintessential pirate world, where you can thrill at boarding a rival cruise ship to match your steel against theirs, or beat the crowds to an unspoilt beach with the promise of long-lost loot. Number 2, it's all about adventures with friends. Set sail with close friends or a brand new ragtag crew, and you'll find everything from raising the anchor to fighting off foes is better when you cooperate. So a well-oiled team should be treasured, up to and beyond the finding of actual treasure. The whole crew gets a share, so mutiny not required. Hooray! Number 3. You'll explore a rich, fantastical world. As you explore the vast, varied regions of this absurdly attractive world, you'll find skeletons protecting hidden hoards, salvage from shipwrecks swarming with sharks, and investigate islands crawling with secrets. Number 4. This world is a shared world. What this means is that every sail on the horizon is a crew of real players on their own adventures. How you behave when you cross paths is up to you. Hit the tavern for a few grogs and a concertina jam, or clash head-on with cannon, pistol and cutlass. Number 5. You can create your own legend. That's right, we want you to become the great pirate legends of this world. You could be a scourge of the seas, a showboating gold hoarder, a masterful musician, a jaw-dropping deadshot, or just constantly drunk and a legend in your own water. Number 6. Crossplay on Xbox One and Windows 10 PC. We're breaking down the barriers to let Xbox One and Windows 10 players sail together, with both versions of the game launching at the same time, so your cross-platform crew can plunder to your heart's content. Number 7. It's built to be watched and shared. Love to kick back with your favourite streamers and YouTubers? Well good, because we've made Sea of Thieves to really scratch that shareable itch, with creators big and small taking you along on their journeys, hopefully inspiring you to share your own.
Maybe a tree, maybe a skeleton.
You can even mix or co-stream with a crew of 4. Sweet, sweet technical voodoo. Number 8. It's from veteran UK studio Rare. From battling toads to bears and birds, perfect agents to pinata tamers, we've spent the last 3 decades dishing up the good stuff. The voyage continues with Sea of Thieves, put together with the same love of games, irreverent charm and determination to give players experiences they'll never forget. In a good way. Number 9. The community is incredibly welcoming. Sea of Thieves community is warm, fuzzy and full of fans who can't wait to crew up, sail through storms, smash some riddle quests,
I found 4 feathers!
and fire themselves out of cannons. We're in the forums and on the subreddit too. We run live Q&As and hot topics. It's buzzing! And what's more, number 10. People are playing right now. So get on board! Thousands of players are tearing up the seas in our technical alpha, sharing feedback to help us fine-tune the game. If you want a chance to be invited in, set a course for our Insider program at www.seaofthieves.com/insider and brace yourself to start chomping bananas like a champ.
Next up, we have Minecraft. Now, this is going to be a huge year for Minecraft. For the first time ever, you're going to be able to play and access your world across almost every platform, allowing you and your friends to play together regardless of what device you're on. Yes, that's right, whether you're on an Xbox One or a Nintendo Switch or a Windows 10 PC, you'll all be able to play together in the one world via the Better Together update. This year we're also introducing the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Let's have a quick look at some of the changes coming to Minecraft in 2017. Minecraft's graphics are really iconic, so we really didn't want to mess around with them too much. But we did think we could dress them up a little bit. So let's take a closer look at what Minecraft looks like now and what Minecraft looks like with super duper graphics. Pretty impressive, right? Improvements in draw distance, dynamic lighting, 4K textures and more. If you didn't believe me the first time, let's take a second look at it. Today, and voila, super duper graphics. Pretty impressive, right? Yeah, but that's not all we have to share. We've got some super new hardware that's just released. Let's take a quick look at the Minecraft Custom Limited Edition console.
When our developers introduced Redstone to Minecraft, we had no idea what it would unleash. You built bigger, better, and smarter things than anything we imagined. In honor of your creativity, we've come up with an intricate design of our own. Dirt, grass, redstone, combined in a limited edition form like you've never seen before. For the adventurers, the crafters, and those of you who just love dirt, this is for you. We can't wait to see what you do next.
This beautiful custom console actually became available on Tuesday this week. It's a limited edition 1 terabyte Xbox One S Minecraft console that comes with a green Creeper controller. And for the real Minecraft fans out there, we've also got the pink Piggy controller. Pretty cool. Oink oink indeed. As you can see, 2017 is going to be a massive year for Minecraft, with everything that's coming from the limited edition hardware to the Better Together update and super duper graphics pack. We're really excited for the future of Minecraft on Xbox and all those other platforms out there. We're also really excited about these 7 console exclusives that we've talked about this morning. It's a pretty awesome lineup that we've got in front of us for holiday and into 2018. There's also a bunch of other games that we'd like to just remind you that are coming to Xbox. There's Madden, FIFA, which just launched last week, Destiny 2, NBA, and coming in November, Call of Duty World War II, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then in 2018, who's not excited for Red Dead Redemption? Yes! We're working really hard with our partners out there to make sure that all these games will look and play best on Xbox, and more importantly, play best on the Xbox One X. Next up, we're going to highlight a couple of titles that are coming from our major partners. Let's take a quick look at Assassin's Creed. Yes, you guys heard from Ubisoft this morning. So, the game is looking absolutely awesome. It is playable on their booth on Xbox One consoles. I urge you to go down and take a look. But for today, they've given us a very exclusive trailer that we'd like to share with you. So let's take a look at Assassin's Creed Origins. 7 coming to the Xbox One. It just looks amazing, that trailer. And most of our videos today actually are coming to you in 4K, which arguably is only playable on the Xbox One X console, a true 4K console. Another title that I can't wait to come out, and actually I don't have too many more sleeps for it, is Middle of Earth, Shadow of War. Yes, I'm excited because we've got something special today. I've been a massive fan of Lord of the Rings since its inception. I've read The Hobbit and the books many, many times. And this game looks absolutely awesome. And today, we're fortunate to have the team from Warner Brothers here with us. We've got from Warner Brothers Studio and Monolith, Evan Nickel and Daniel McGuffey, who are going to make their way to stage and give you all a very exclusive look at Middle Earth, Shadow of War. Please welcome Evan and Daniel to the stage.
Daniel, this is Evan. He's going to be on the ones and twos today. We're going to do some live gameplay demo for you. We got 20 minutes today to show you what you can experience in just 4 days. Wednesday, this game can be in your hands. If you played Shadow of Mordor, you know about the Nemesis system. That's one of the things we've worked really hard to refine this time around in Shadow of War, to build on, to deliver more of what made Shadow of Mordor so special. Nemesis system, of course, is what generates the dynamic content in the game.
There you go, now I can hear it.
Every single orc that you encounter, whether it's a captain, a war chief, or a very powerful overlord that reigns over one of the fortresses in the game, you can see right behind us, this is one of the massive new fortresses. There's one in every zone of the game. You have to dominate all of them in order to gain control of Mordor. And before we go into a story mission today, we're going to show you the Balrog fight, which we're really excited about. We're going to take a brief look at the Nemesis system. So here is the army screen. This is the heart of the Nemesis system. Every single orc that you see here is dynamically generated. You are never going to see the same orc twice. Your friends will never see the same orc that you encounter. Your gameplay experience is going to be radically different from that of your friends. And every playthrough that you have of the game is going to be remarkably different due to the Nemesis system. It creates dynamic dialogue. It creates unique stories. Players will have unique stories and encounters with orcs, create their own Nemesis and followers, and it's going to make the experience completely unique. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a 1-hour presentation where we get really into the Nemesis system and show you a 1-hour fortress assault. We think the word epic gets thrown around a lot. These fortress assaults are truly epic, hour-long battles. We're going to do one tomorrow. But today we are going to march into Gorgoroth. That's the zone we're in. We're pretty deep into the game, about 2/3 of the way through. And we're going to take on Gorgoroth, the Balrog. In this game, we have created a new ring of power with Celebrimbor in the heart of Mount Doom. And we use that ring to create our own army of followers. But some stuff happened in the world of Mordor when we created that ring. We woke it. We brought the Balrog from the depths to the surface, and we're going to have to put an end to it here.
You have survived to tell.
So that's what Evan's going to show us here. We're going to start this mission where we take on Gorgoroth, the Balrog.
We're going to do a bit less talking today, so some guys in the back, feel free to crank this. This is going to be epic.
Rise and join the shadows
for the mission, we need to take out Zog and his acolytes. Zog is from the Mystic Tribe. We have 7 different tribes in Shadow of War. We had only 1 in the previous game. So that's 7 different types of look, characteristics. We have a broad range of new strengths and weaknesses that you will encounter when you go head-to-head with these orcs. Evan's going to show off some of his skills and show some of the new abilities that Talion has as we're taking on Zod and his acolytes. That's Shadow Strike. That's one of my favorites. Pretty brutal, huh? Shadow Pull. For those of you that played Shadow Portal, you'll recognize that Talion and Celebrimbor are even more fluid this time around. They move with a much more Wraith-like ability, faster. It feels really empowering to control Talion. We'll take just a quick look at the skill tree. You can see that one of the things we've worked really hard to do is expand the RPG elements greatly. So here we have all of our base level skills unlocked, but Evan's going to equip a few new skills so that we can show you those. The skill tree is built in a really nimble fashion that allows you to quickly respec. You're never going to get locked into some skills that bind you to a play style. You're going to be able to respec on the fly, change your abilities, and that's because the orcs are so adaptable. If you continue to use the same abilities again and again, they're going to learn your behaviors, they're going to adapt to your combat on the fly. So for those of you that like a challenge, for those of you that are looking for a challenge from your orcs, this is the game that's going to give it to you. Here's Zog right here. We can take a look at him and see what kind of strengths or weaknesses he has. So he's unbreakable, that means we can't dominate him. And he's a necromancer, so he can raise other orcs from the dead. We're gonna have to work quick to take down Zod. There's Bird of Prey, this is one of the new abilities.
What an honor to meet the most famous dead man in Mordor. You really shook the world with that ring-forging trick of yours. After that, Targaroth only needed a little coaxing. Now, it rises to the surface, and it comes for you.
Blade that he can swing around now. Hit multiple enemies at the same time. That's going to charge your might meter faster and give you more crowd control. Summon abilities, the ability to have dominion over more creatures in this game. There's a massive battleground that we just summoned onto the battlefield. Really empowering to get on the back of one of those things and drive it around.
Don't be sad. It doesn't end here. I will wake all the dead of Mordor before we're done. All the lives you ended. And once they're risen, who do you think they'll come for? Oh yes, we'll meet again. Swallowed by the darkness.
Alright, there we go.
Talion, it has begun. The bulwark is rising.
So when we say this game is bigger than Shadow of Mordor in every way we mean it, here's one such example. We've really added a lot more epic encounters for the player, and we're really excited for you to see this right now.
Fools. No one can take all wrong.
Talion and Celebrimbor, they're some pretty powerful dudes, but they'd be foolish to try to take on a Balrog all by itself. Luckily, we have the help of Karnan. Karnan is an important character in the game. She is nature incarnate. She has been around since the beginning of Mordor. She has seen Mordor rise and fall time and time again. She can assume any form of nature that she wants. Right now, she is that of a giant elemental ground, and we need her help to take out this massive Balrog. Nicely done.
There we go, there we go.
So this is playable right next door at the Xbox booth. It is running on the Xbox One X. Really want you guys to come by, get your hands on it if you haven't already. Evan and I, we're going to be there. We're going to be there if you have any questions. We'd love to walk you through the game, show you some features.
You guys didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
No rest for you, no rest for we, deathless one.
Off goes Karnan in the form of a drake.
She's truly a power to be reckoned with. The spirit of Karnan has witnessed Middle-earth's devastation and its revival many times over. She was here before any of us, and she will be here long after we have perished.
That's just a taste of some of the encounters you're going to have with Karnan and Targaroth the Balrog. There's so much more to see, guys. It's such a huge game. We've been working on it for so long. We're so excited for people to get their hands on it. Come see some teraflops in action. Get your hands on it. You can also pre-order at EB. That is Shadow of War, guys. We'll be doing a 1-hour Fortress Assault tomorrow at noon. That's something that we are really excited to show you, and we'll take a really in-depth look at the Nemesis system. So please join us tomorrow if you are here. We really appreciate it, guys. That's Shadow of War. Enjoy the
Thanks so much, everybody.